So I'm hosting Thanksgiving this year, and I thought I would bring you along for the decorating of my table.
Hello everyone, welcome inside the house. Today we're not going to be in the garden. It is time for me to prepare. I'm hosting Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day for us here in Canada. So I have 21 people on their way. What I'm going to do first is prepare the table, this table behind me right here. This table really just sits about 6 people, but I really want to get all of us together, all 21 of us, or 20 to 21 of us at one table. So it's going to take a lot of creativity. I'll show you what I'm going to do about table settings, plates. Come along with me. It's going to be a journey.
Okay, so this table is obviously too small, so I need to make space in my house so that we can extend the table. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I learned this last year, and it turned out really good, and I'm excited to show you what I do. So I borrowed this table from my mother-in-law. She had two of them, so I didn't have more. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't use my own table, but it worked out. So I'm just placing them on either end of the tables of my main dining room table to extend it. As you can see, the table that I just added is much smaller in width than my original table. So I now have to troubleshoot this, and I think I know just the thing. It's not perfect, but it's it's doing what it needs to do. It's much better, so I can work with this. So I went to the store for a nice tablecloth, but it was slim pickings. People have been through there for Thanksgiving. So I went to the curtain section. As I was walking by, I saw this color, lovely burnt orange, and I just thought, or is it gold? And I thought, this is the color I want. So I'm just using that, and I'm trying to disguise it as best as I can by hiding the rings on it so that it can pass for a tablecloth today. I only need it for one day. It'll work. This table runner is a beautiful burnt orange. It contrasts the gold curtains, aka tablecloth, very nicely. And so I'm just putting it there in the middle because it's too short to go along the whole table, and I couldn't find more of this table runner, so I'm just going to let it drape over the side of the middle of the table so that it looks like it's done intentionally. It just kind of sets this side of the table apart from the rest. I open up the rings because I didn't want it to make
All right, so now to the fun stuff. We're going to start putting things on the table. Don't worry about this standing out right now. Once I put the centerpiece here and deck it up, you're not even going to be able to see much of this part. So I think it's going to work out. But if not, then I can always finagle it and try and hide it a little bit more. But let's see.
This is going to be the star of the show. It's going to sit right in the middle, and this is what I'm going to base all of my design off of. A few weeks ago, I went out and I cut some of the ivy in my garden, and it's preserved very well. So I'm just going to use that on the table too, inside of the basket, just to kind of make it look like as I was picking them from the garden, some of the leaves and such came into the home with it, just to give it a more softer and earthy feel. I'm just putting the decor pieces out, no particular order, just doing what feels right, putting candles out, placemats, everything that I think, will help me create a vision. Because initially when I saw the colors together, I wasn't sure if I liked it, but I had to trust the process. So I just kept going. And then at the end, if I don't like it, then I can make some changes because everything is already bought now. It was very difficult to find plate settings for 21 people that match. So I had the task of looking for bowls and plates that kind of work together, that brings out the similar colors and still lends to autumn in order to make this table look good. So you will see brown and gray together, gray and brown together, and it's just a way of me mimicking autumn colors so that it doesn't scream at you. I also try to use similar shaped bowls, but some bowls are flat and round, and so I strategically placed them so that it didn't bother the eye to look at them. It kind of made the person sitting there feel like they were special in a way. The wasp in my house, can you believe it? I got it before it got me, so that's good. So we're just moving things around and making sure the table is full of beautiful things to look at. These are genuine crystal glasses that I got thrifting. I got it at such a great deal that I could sell it and make way more money than I purchased it for. That's the gem of thrifting. Everything on this table was thrifted or found at, the Dollar Tree. Like the bowls were at Dollar Tree. Some of them were thrift finds. The plates also. This is really a genuine, bargain table. Like it's done at a very good price, and they're very good quality items, I'd say. The only thing I can say I spent a little bit more on or wasn't antique or, from the thrift store were these cloth napkins. If I could find antique ones, I would have used them, but I didn't. And so I bought these and I thought the color was very autumnal. So that's why I ended up splurging on that. But that's the only thing I would say was not from Dollar Tree and was new and was not from the thrift store. To clean that area up, put my apple cider there, so I'm gonna move it here. I have to remove this area, clean it out, and then I can move that here. And the grand reveal.
So if you can see what I've done here, we're finally done. And what I ended up doing is just mix matching all of the utensils. Everything you see here, I got it from the thrift store or from Dollar Tree. So these bowls here were from the Dollar Tree. This is from the thrift store. This is from Dollar Tree. These utensils are actually antique utensils that I got, 71 pairs, and I tried to make them as unified as possible. So these were also from the thrift store, and because I thought this and that matched each other well, so when I got this from Dollar Tree, I put it on top of this plate here. And to match the two plates, I found the matching plate for matching bowls, for this plate here. And I just put it on top of this neutral color plate, so that it will all kind of go together as one. And then matching chargers. And then all of the placemats are all the same color and pattern. The wine glasses here are also thrifted. So I had a dealer that I found online that was selling them, and so a really good deal for them. They're crystals. And I put together this beautiful arrangement on the table here. I think everything just turned out so lovely. And because it's so high, I put some dried hydrangeas at the bottom there. So this is our centerpiece here. You can see the centerpiece. I put the centerpiece there and I tried to make it grander than the rest of the table. If you can see, but I tried to balance it out as best as I could. So the centerpiece is basically these lights that I also got thrifted, these candles, candle holders. I got all three of them for 30 bucks. Then I got some real pumpkins and just kind of placed them in here. And I just think it's beautiful. I also grew these corns in my own garden and I just used them in here. If you can see the corn, it's so pretty. Yeah. So I used the rest of the placemats as, like a chargers as decoration on the table. This is my favorite candle right here. Candlestick is, what do you call it? It is something that the chipmunks in them like. I can't think of it. Acorns. Yeah. So that's everything on this table here. And what I like the most, I thought this was very unique. This container here for soup, because I made soup. So I can put soup in there. I couldn't find any more of these cups here. So, sorry, these bowls, they were all done. So I just needed something to match it. And so I ended up getting this, and I thought they were so cool. And there were 4 of them there, as you can see. And it matches the colors of everything else on the table. So I just put that here, but I think everything turned out just lovely. The chair situation is unique, to say the least. I had to mix and match the chairs, but I think they all turned out beautiful. Table for 21. This area here, I love it. It's basically desserts. Oh, my daughter made churros and she put it here. Good job, Alice. So that's her mini churros, and I'm looking forward to try it. Let me try it. I'm hungry. It's been a long day. Yummy. Apple cider, maybe I should turn it up. I should add more, but I love this container. It's an acorn container going with my acorn lights. Everything turned out lovely.
So the people in them came over and they enjoyed their meal, as you can see here. I blurred out what I could, but they had a good time. And so did I.
After the feast,
And here I am the next
I would
morning.
say my guests quite enjoyed themselves. This is the fun part. Some of them did clean up the mess. There's mess everywhere. But I don't mind. Time for me to clean up my kitchen. Put everything back where they were. Oh, they didn't finish the apple cider. I guess this thing wasn't hot enough. But it was pretty. But everything else, gone. I think this was a success. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.